une belle plage, hein? Regardons une belle plage. Nous avons un bel pays, hein? Si nous prenons soin.
So when you're talking to
people, the beauty of Haiti's landscape, we have everything here, and it's untouched, pristine, primitive. For us to develop, creating our own little roads, attracting, showing people what can be done here, showing people what actually is here. All these deserted islands, this is an uninhabited island.
they literally brought their whole glamping experience from Portugal. It's a little bit more expensive than most people think because Haiti is not really set up for tourism. They don't have mass tourism. So you will be one of the first people to experience something like that. And that's what it felt like. It was so, those cooked meals, the drinks, the experience, and like a comfortable bed on an island that literally has nothing. But so many people were there.
Les premières visites li en Haïti, donc ils deviennent visiter qui ça qui Haïti.
I think once people see the beauty, start experiencing
sunsets and the stars. So we don't have light pollution. We don't have, there's no reverb of the light on the ground here because there's not much.
Regardez ciel là, regardez toute étoile qui gagne. C'est la belle. Voilà dit son bagage, une image fabriquée pour son bagage qui totalement naturel.
Around us. So the sky.
Local fishermen 100 feet offshore, and like their boats have like the sails are made out of like bedsheet type of material, and then they're diving in the water like 100 feet offshore, and then coming back on land and selling us like the fish and everything that we were eating. So they just pulled up on the canoes. When you talk about fresh food straight from the ocean, you can't get fresher than this. Literally, you got all your different fish. You know, it's look crazy. You got the lobster straight out the ocean. Jay, how much these joints cost? How much they say?
Combien hier?
2600.
Combien?
2600.
2500 gouttes? Toujours à parler 18. Combien on va prendre comme ça?
200 gouttes.
On va 200 gouttes.
Ouais. Blanc parle les créoles, laissez comme la dépenser. Les comme la dans bouche, il parle les créoles bien.
200 gouttes. Wow.
Touch it again, do that. And then one of the most beautiful experiences that we had is when we rented the yacht and then we just sailed around the islands. We actually made a pit stop. Shy was like, yo, if you want to do that, it's going to really jack up the price. I was like, yo, we out, right? And so it was just such a beautiful experience. And then we literally sailed back in at sunset. Rebel Lion, Mika Ben were literally putting on a show. I could not make this up, how good it felt. But anyways, just come home.
Hey, hey, hey. As you go along the way, beware of what people say. 3 little birds, each by my doorstep.
What they doing now?
Singing sweet songs, a melody is pure and true. Everybody, let's go. Singing, this is my message to you.
Let's get the right now.
Yo, in this island behind me, you are not a human being, and that's fact. I'm routinely paying about 50% off what normal people do. So I've created a community for us to show you how to do it. So if you click the link in the description, you're gonna get put on game. Let's get it. Happen in this world. Haitians are some of the most resilient in the Western Hemisphere. When you see it, Citadel, it's like almost a tribute to what they've accomplished. And when you go see it, you're like, wow, y'all exploring. There's a few ways to go up. You can walk, which me and Mike did for a bit, because we started on the horse and I thought like our big asses were too big for the horses, so we walked the rest of the way, or you can take a motorcycle up.
We are protected from east by mountain, from west by mountain, from south by mountain. The only side the French could have come to Milo was the north side of it.
And then I highly recommend having a guide that really knows the history because it's so interesting to learn the way that American school systems want you to learn about it. You grow up, in the Middle East, they're gonna teach you history how they want you to learn. So I always find it important and critical to the country that you're in so you can get a wide perspective of what is actually truth. And you get to learn the truth when you hear it from different truth. Or a photo shoot, or just feeling really regal, it's definitely when we visited the palace and we had lunch. Shout out to Shai for setting this up because I had no idea this was coming. And we had a beautiful welcome. Thing about the history, he was a former slave and he became, this is something that you literally tell your grandkids about. So when I said this trip was about to be an adventure, I meant it. The ride up here was about an hour, roller coaster, bumpy, and then we actually went up to the caves where the slaves used to hide out.
This used to be a hideout, for
all the kids would come in and hang out, say what up, and after that, we drove a little bit further, and then we got to eat raw sugarcane on the street. It's actually my first time ever eating raw sugarcane.
Première fois manger canne.
It was actually a cool experience. Make sure you got strong teeth because it's a real ass bite, getting the sugar juice out of there. But after a long day, we headed back to Cap. And one of the most beautiful things that I saw was the view from the Santana Hotel. So in Cap Haïtien, you have many different options to stay. But when you think about the most beautiful view that I could imagine at sunrise, it was from this hotel. If you saw where Kanye stayed and so many other known people. And the crazy
Naomi Osaka, Kanye West, le devine en Haïti, c'est dans l'hôtel ça que
thing though is the price is about $150 a night for the room. So it's not the cheapest place, but it's also not the most expensive place I've ever seen if you're visiting Cap. So many nights we just went out freely, right? We went to some of the restaurants.
Hôtel ça est $70 par nuit seulement, comme chiclette.
Just kicking it. We went out to some of the bars and just feeling, the local culture. And then one of the cool things is Jerry had a cousin inside of Haiti, and then one night he actually invited us over for dinner, so we just kicked it. We had dinner with his family, we ate some of the local food, and it was just such a beautiful experience. And those are some of the experience money can't buy. So if you actually have a chance to go with a Haitian friend that has family in Haiti,
you don't realize how much you need that until you actually get a chance to experience it. Everyone says unplugging, but there's a difference between unplugging and then plugging back into another culture.
Got my coconut, and so it's last day in Haiti, and it's not an official passport heavy video until what? Your boy get his haircut, so we about to go get that haircut. And there's all the little things, right? Getting your haircut in town, just exploring the city and taking in the culture and the people. And one of the top questions I was always just asking people were what do you recommend doing while we're here? What are the most beautiful places to do? And that's how you learn out so much more than what you just find on TripAdvisor or someone that's doing a sponsored trip. So when we first was coming to Cap, Jerry was like, man, all you need is my uncle and we're good. I was like, man, stop the bullshit, we need more. But we're leaving the airport and I can say a fact, all we need was Uncle Loomis and life is good. We really appreciate you. I think trip would not be the same without you, and that's big facts.
Thank you, and I really appreciate guys. And you came in my town and you enjoy your time. And I ask you to come back here all the time. And I will be here for you anytime, anywhere, any moment. All right? And thank you.
But anyways, I can't say enough about the Haitian people, the culture, the warm welcome. But yo, man, let me get that flag, bro.
Haïti, ça qu'a fait. Ça fait mon plus plaisir de faire vidéo ça pour nous, mais j'espère nous enjoy it. Growing up in Haiti.
Oh, et monsieur qui met des vidéos. Vidéo a bien posé, man.
And moving to America, I always hear so many negative things. But as a filmmaker, it brought me so much pride to show off my home. Really happy to take the team back to Haiti.
And then big shout out to Talia for producing this episode, really killed it. And then big shout out to Alim Akol Collins and giving this video, or I should say movie, a feel. And then big up to Nathan. So if you've seen a change in our videos in the last 6 months, hint Belize movie. So he comes from a video production background. Even though he's our COO, we've gone from making like these 25-minute travel guide videos to not giving a fuck how long they are, but just telling authentic stories that truly move people. So big up Nathan, let's get it. And just thank you.
La vidéo a belle.
Yon 24 décembre,
Wow.
mwen tap mache nan la ri Port-au-Prince. C'est avec tristesse, mwen renkontre yon ti pauvre ka pedi mwen.
Wow.
Mwen sa se pa Noël, son fleuve misè ka pe koule. Ou kapab trouve l bel, ou gen fami ki pou gate ou. Mwen mèm pa gen person, mwen just sapat lo pou m'fè bel. Sou wè mande lo mon, se paske m'vle yon Noël meyè. Ti tonton Noël, kote ou ye, oh, kote ou ye. Nan yon peyi, moun pa fete, moun pa fete, moun pa fete, nan de